Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's get into this. Here's my mess. Um, so the first thing I do is remove all the things that don't belong in my craft room, like that wand you just saw. My 3-year-old must have brought it in. And I also do the best to put things together that, like that bucket in the front is all newer products that I need to put labels on still. So I just collected them all, so at the end I can label them, and I'll show you how I do that with my label maker. And also, you just saw me putting away my paper trimmer. I had to switch the trimmer blade and put it back on it, so I like to clean and put things away in the order that I would use them, so that they're not a pain in the butt to use next time I want to craft. And here you see me, this is memorabilia stuff that just got dropped off in my office too. Kids' artwork, greeting cards, stuff like that. I keep all that in the idea that I will scrapbook one day and I'll have kind of like these little, I do basically the time capsule envelopes and I put everything in there year by year. I only end up with one envelope for the whole year, so I don't keep everything. I'm very selective. Kids' artwork, I did a video on that about how I take photos of it, and then the majority of the kids' artwork gets disposed of, unfortunately, because who has space for all that? But I will put a link for my video about the kids' artwork organization in the description box, so you can check that out. And that's all the memorabilia stuff. I got it all cleaned up. And then here's paper scraps. I did a video on my paper scrap storage, and I will say I like being able to reach for paper scraps first. So I kind of like left all the paper scraps in a pile till the end, and I put them in their corresponding envelope so that I could put them all away. One thing I will say in the organization of my craft space is keeping things like the paper scrap storage all in arm's reach is important, because if I didn't have the scraps within arm's reach, I would probably reach for full sheets of paper more often. And to me, that feels wasteful when you have scraps you can use for a tiny die cut or something like that. So I will also leave a link for my paper scrap storage video. And yeah, paper scrap cleanup is time consuming. But here's the most gratifying part, is when I start getting to finishing all the things and then I wipe the space down. And I did actually take off my glass mat and everything and wipe it all down. I don't think this time I wiped off my Misty or anything, but that doesn't get too dirty for me, so it's not too bad. But here we go, it's all cleaned up. That was really quick. It honestly was like 2 hours of footage. But who wants to watch that? So there's my clean space. Thank you so much for watching this. And now we're going to get on to labeling the brand new products that I had in my mess. All right, now the fun stuff, organizing. First thing I do is cut the top off the little plastic sleeve so that I can use it for organizing and not have to waste money on buying replacement sleeves. I will replace if necessary. But let's go move on to labeling. So I have my Brother P Touch label maker, and so I'll put the company name on the top line. The second line, I put the product name itself. And then to get the chain print so you don't waste as much label, you click the label button, and then on the margin section, which doesn't really make sense to me necessarily, but you switch it, go to the right, and go to chain. And then when you type the name in and stuff, when you're done and you push print, it will go ahead and print it. And then when it asks you okay to feed, you say no, or you push escape, and then you move on to your next one. One of my hints or my tips for good organization is, and to make your progress go faster, is I try to organize all the same brand of sets together, so when I'm doing it I only have to change the bottom line, and then when I go to the next one, like this one I was doing Colorado Craft Company, and then if I had Lawn Fawn I would do all that next. But when you're done, then that's when you can push OK to feed, and then you can cut it off. I really like it. Here's the magnets that I use for the dies. I try to put the dies on a magnet right away so that I don't have to deal with the adhesive, because that's really annoying. I ordered these Marietta magnets off of Amazon. And see there, I don't use a huge piece of magnet, just a little bit so that they stay put, and they're staying put pretty good. Like I said, I do have replacement little sleeves. I use the ones from My Favorite Things if the ones from the manufacturer rip or anything like that. Um, I don't go through my stuff a ton. I usually am pretty gentle with the packaging, so it generally lasts pretty long. But there are some that don't come in good sleeves, so I do put them in the My Favorite Things sleeves right away if necessary. But here we are doing another label for the scrapbook.com one. Just going over it again. I personally have to like refresh my own memory on how to do chain print almost every time I plug in my P-Touch label maker. So it's muscle memory, I guess, remembering how to do it. I don't do labels super often, so it takes me a little bit longer to remember what to do to not waste all the tape. I do buy the aftermarket tape off of Amazon, and I could link that below if you'd like. But yeah, I try to put as much detail in there as possible so it keeps things organized for me and I don't wonder what belongs in there. But then I just cut them into pieces and I stick them on the sleeve. Alright, and these are the vinyl pouches that I use. These are from Avery Elle. I also have some from My Favorite Things that I really like. So here I am sticking the labels on the product and getting it ready to put in my organization. I do keep all the hot foil supplies together, and I also keep stamp sets that have dies in my box with my dies, and stamp sets all stay together. I sort those in boxes of alphabetical order. Some people like to do it by company, but that's it. That's how I do it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.